What is going on, you guys? Shadow X back with you for another Dokkan battle video. And as you guys can see, this is not a false advertisement. This is not fake. This is real. This is coming. He is coming. UI Goku from 2018, yes, is getting an EZA. Yes. We'll just start with this because this is what everyone cares about. This is what we've wanted. A big time EZA during these massive celebrations. Finally, Akatsuki is listening to us. They know that Dokkan has been dry as hell in terms of content. Celebrations have been lacking overall, and they are really coming through for this 6-year anniversary. And what better way than to give us an EZA for what I presume to be probably the best EZA yet, and it's UI Goku literally. So this guy is gonna be insane. I promise you, he's gonna be insane. So we have other things to talk about as well, but I just wanted to start out with this video because I felt like this is literally just what everyone cares about. So let's talk about him first, and then we'll jump into everything else. So the Dokkan Wiki already has him in here. They're really quick, by the way, with getting this page updated. So here's what he's gonna look like, post EZA, at least before he transforms. Once he actually goes into Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku, we don't know what he's gonna do yet. They haven't updated it or given us any details yet, so we can only look at this part for now. So his leader skill now jumps up Realm of Gods category 3 key, and then 160% to attack and defense and HP. Previously it was 150%, and then for int types it was just 50% attack and defense with 3 key, and that jumps up to 100%. So definitely probably the best Realm of Gods leader now, easily over Beerus. I mean, Beerus is 170%, which is technically the best, but in terms of viability and his links and things like that, for me personally, I don't think Beerus is the best leader, and you're definitely gonna want to go double in UI Goku, depending on like the build mostly, right? But overall, I would definitely say this guy is probably gonna be the better lead overall. So definitely a much better improvement in that department. So his super attack now, he previously just raised attack, and now he's stacking attack and defense, which is really good. We'll talk about why in a minute. His fast Fury gets attack and defense 150%. So previously it was just 100%. So that's actually a substantial buff. And then this doesn't change. He still awakens when HP is 50% or below. And then his links obviously don't change upon awakening. And then categories, you guys know his categories. And then we can take a look here. I just want to show you guys that for the super attack and wait, what the hell? Oh, my bad. So you guys can see here, we don't know the information yet, but this guy is gonna be insane. I definitely think this is easily gonna be the best EZA that we've gotten, over Physical Vegito Blue, who has reigned supreme for quite some time now. But I think he's about to get replaced with this guy, and this is very unexpected. And in my previous breakdown video for what I want to see in the 6th-year anniversary, I mentioned we need a big time EZA, and I really wanted to see this Goku have some kind of relevance with the new LR MUI Goku, and I just really felt like this guy would, and they did. They delivered. They came through on exactly what I wanted them to do, and that is give this guy an EZA, because this guy for the longest time was just dead. He was literally just dead weight in our boxes, and you couldn't use this guy anywhere because he had no defense, especially when you would transform into this guy, because you were already low on HP, and this guy literally has no defense. And if he's not dodging, he does have a great chance to dodge, which is what the LR UI Goku does have, which is, it's very good. But if you get tagged, you're taken, you're dead pretty much, right? So the fact that he's now stacking attack and defense really helps this guy in the defensive department, because by the time you get his transformation out, he's gonna have his defense built up on top of the 150% attack and defense that he's already getting, right? So this guy's gonna look really good defensively, right? Now I will say I don't think he's gonna be as good as this guy, the LR still, So, this guy's still going to be supreme, obviously, right? Um, but this guy is no slouch anymore. You could definitely, pick and choose which one you want to run, right? Because, they share the same name, obviously. So you're not going to be able to run both. Well, you actually could if you ran Bierce as lead, and then you throw this guy on the team, and then run this guy as like a friend. Then you could run these two on the same team. But you're probably just going to want to run like I said, a double UI Goku lead. So um, this guy definitely is insane now, and he needed it, right? So I'm very excited for this. And then we can also just kind of take a look here at all this stuff that we have. So everyone's tweeting about it. So obviously, since we're talking about UI Goku, physical, the free to play one from the Tournament of Power story event, who's so old now, is finally getting an awakening, which is good. We've, again, all wanted this. Now, the only kind of negative for this guy is he literally shares the same name as the Int one who's getting an EZA, so where are you going to find room to run this guy, right? This guy probably is not going to have any relevance. Again, he's free to play. He's not going to be as good as this guy. No way. Or this guy. Again, they all share the same name. So it's nice that this guy is getting an EZA. I mean, an awakening. But at the same time, it's sort of pointless in that aspect. But one thing I will say is I really do like how they just turned him around in his card art for his awakening. I think that works really well for this unit. So, because that art looks really incredible. And, this was definitely a free to play unit that everyone was excited about, right? And, just remembering when this guy dropped, like, moments after the episode. It was like an hour after the episode. Or maybe it was even less. I don't even remember. But, I've always said in previous videos, like, this was one of the most hypest times Dokkan's ever had with this guy's release. Right after the episode, Master Duo, seeing this guy for the very first time, how incredible he looked, how excited everyone was. Man, to finally have this guy in Dokkan was just, it was so hype. It was so crazy. Definitely some of the best times in Dokkan. So the fact that this guy is sort of, you know, um, reawakened into everyone's excitement is just incredible, especially for the 6th-year anniversary, which I will now conclude, based upon the things that we've gotten so far and what we're going to get, is easily the best celebration in Dokkan history. They definitely took notes from last year's anniversary. They listened to us, they gave us what we wanted, and they definitely came through this time. So I'm super excited for this guy's EZA, this guy's awakening. We also have the new free-to-play units. They're going to be getting their awakenings as well. Now, we don't have any mentions of them getting an EZA yet, but they're obviously following the path of what they did for last year's anniversary. So these guys they're gonna get EZAs, right? So I do expect these two units to be much better than what they are now. I expect them to be really good. So make sure you guys get all these units grinded up. And then also here we have a brand new support memory item. We don't know what this is gonna do or what it's gonna look like, but we do know that you are gonna need 100 of these in order to use it or activate it. So make sure you guys farm these up. Again, I presume they're not going to be this one probably isn't going to be like the craziest ever, but they are helpful and they can definitely get you through difficult events. So definitely be aware of that and grind those up. So we're over here on Twitter, just kind of scrolling down, seeing everything here. We also are going to be getting a new stage of Infinite Dragon Ball history. I presume it's going to revolve around representatives of Universe 7, since that is the theme of this celebration, clearly. And it looks like you're going to have 3 units from each of the 2 new categories, but don't sweat it because you could probably just clear this with like a representatives of Universe 7 team, so I don't presume this is going to be too hard. I'm not sure if there's like a turn restriction either. There might be. I didn't see anything on that, but be aware of that as well. But definitely looking forward to this as well. More Dragon Stones to be had, and then also they're adding the newest bosses to the God of Destruction event, as we know. Clearly, they're going in order of the universes. So if you're smart enough, you should know, and you have some knowledge of which universe has what God of Destruction. You should know who's next. I presume each God of Destruction is probably going to have their own special gimmicks too. So we'll have to see what that looks like. Currently, your boy has actually only been able to complete the very first one. It's literally just like I jump into the event. I have the worst opening rotations, the worst luck with who gets super attacked, and I die right away. And the fact that they limit you to 3 attempts a day is just fucking stupid, and I hate it. It pisses me off so much. Like, who thought that was a good idea? Like, I want to know who thought that was a good idea to limit this event to 3 times a day. That's just stupid. Like, this event has so much potential, and I think for the majority of the player base, everyone loves this idea, this event. It has potential. It's definitely super difficult. It keeps us, into the game. But the fact that we can only do it 3 times a day is just like it's like why? So we'll see what these new stages or these new bosses end up looking like. I'm definitely still looking forward to it. Hopefully I can get through the first 4 sooner rather than later, but they will all be on my channel once I have them all completed. So stay up and ready for that. But I think that's basically what we have for now. Basically took a look at everything. Again, we're going to be getting a lot more information within the next couple of days. I expect the data download to be within the next 3 days or so. But, again, if you ended up pulling this guy, he now has relevance alongside this UI Goku, which I expected them to. It just made the most sense to me, and I'm really excited for what, the decision that they made to give this guy an EZA, because, they really were just like, alright, screw it, let's just skip the rest of the 120 EZAs and give you guys a Dokkan Fest EZA. How about that? We heard you guys bitching previous celebrations. Let's just give you guys the best EZA in the game. How about that? So, this is definitely a big time move and a step in the right direction for these big time celebrations and anniversaries into what we can expect moving forward. So definitely very, very much excited for this part 2 and potentially for a part 3, because clearly they're following route for what they did last year for the 5th year anniversary. So again, there's going to be more coming, but this is what we have for now. Until we get more information, of course, I will actually, let's just end on having this on the screen. Until we get more information, of course, I will keep you guys in the loop on everything coming in for the 6th year anniversary. But for now, that is going to do it for this video. Let me know how excited you guys are for UI Goku's EZA. The 2 new awakenings for the free-to-play characters. No mention of LR Roshi and what he might look like with his LR awakening and everything like that. But if I remember correctly, didn't they do a second live stream to announce his LR and EZA? They might have, because to them that was like their big time getaway for part 3, right? They thought that was the big time introduction into Dokkan, and I think it did well. It just didn't do well enough. It didn't grab our attentions the way they thought it would. And I think this year, with the introduction of UI Goku and his EZA, that definitely got our attentions. And that's definitely a step in the right direction. And it's definitely a win for Dokkan. So with that, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. And until next time, your boys clocking out. Shadow X. See you guys in the next one.